good.
All right. My name's Bryce Davis. So ever since I was little, I was growing up in the church, like downtown. I was baptized when I was a baby. And like I've always been involved with Christ, but I never really knew him until recently. It was mission camp in Petersburg that like Christ really struck me hard. And it was really my buddy Hunter King started stepping out of his comfort zone and like preaching the gospel to everybody, and I was like, dang, like that's so awesome that he does that. Like I want to know more about that. And so I started like spreading the gospel myself. I started trying to further my relationship with Christ, and the places it's brought me, the people it's brought me to, like that's how I know that God is real, because the impact he's had on my life. And by seeing how like friends like Hunter and other people that have impacted my life, like I want to be that impact in other people's lives and like make that difference so that they could potentially be saved by Jesus and know Jesus as well.
Hi, I'm Matthew R. I have a similar story to Bryce, where I grew up in the church, but didn't feel Jesus' love that much. But when I started going to the youth group at Calvary Church, and my brother inspired me to go, and I continue to go, it just lit a fire in my heart, and I've grown more and more confident to spread the faith, go up at Calvary, and like be a leader, because that's just who I am. That's who I want to be. I don't want to be someone who's sitting on the sidelines watching the people do the thing that I truly want to do. So that's just how I got the courage to do this with my friends, do the Fisherman High School ministry, and that's how Jesus has lit a fire in my heart.
You're good.
Hey guys, I'm Josh Shire. I'm a part of this high school ministry team that me and my brothers have put together. I found God through Calvary last year. Someone introduced me to Calvary, and they're no longer a part of my life now, but Calvary is, and my brothers now are part of my life, and it's just such a blessing to see it. Growing up, I've been Catholic. I still am Catholic, but I didn't really know God until last year, until I found Calvary, really. And it's just such a blessing to see how God can work in your life, and just how God's worked in mine, and how God can bring people together. You know, I wrestled with Zack and Hunter a couple summers ago or sometime, and I had no idea that I'd be sitting here today and reading the Bible with them and starting a ministry team. So it's really beautiful to see how God can work in your life, and yeah.
You're good.
My name's Zack Bryant, and when I was younger, I've always been around the Lord, but I've never really had a relationship until recently. And I think what's helped with that is being around people that, help me and are just kind of, working towards the same thing with their faith with God, and just being around that keeps me from straying away with like drugs or stuff like that, doing bad things, incriminating myself. And the biggest influence, I would say, is probably my friend Hunter King. Faithful Fridays is something he used to do back in the day, and I always thought, he called me the first night he did it. I was in Florida on vacation, and I thought it was really cool. He posted it. I watched the whole thing. I was telling people about it, and I was just really proud of him. And, that kind of lit a fire into my heart, and that led me to go to mission camp this year, and that's where I met, many new people, and I got to see how, we do these mission trips, and my group went to help the homeless, and just seeing how like little things like giving water or praying for somebody or something like that just lit a like smile on their face. It just felt so great to be able to do something, to know that the Lord is appreciative of that, and that's all I got.
Just gonna blow You're good.
Hi, my name's Max Fisher. I was blessed growing up into ministry with my father being a pastor. But I'd say the thing that really helped me get closer to God was my mission trip in Michigan in 2024. I mean, I met a lot of new people that just kept helping me strive for the Lord, doing Bible studies every week. And honestly, like that it's such a blessing to be able to have friends like that. And yeah, that's me.
Everyone. Hi, I'm Hunter King, and just one of these guys for our first Bible study. And something that started my faith
was my family was never big on church. My family never went to church a lot. I was in a Christian household, but I didn't understand what it meant to be a Christian. And I lived my life like that, telling people I was a Christian but not understanding what that meant. And it was until the mission camp these guys have been talking about. I went to that mission camp and it completely changed my life. The first 1 or 2 years was just about fun. I thought it was a fun thing to go to. I thought it was a fun activity, so I went a couple years. And it was finally that third year where it really made sense to me what Christianity was supposed to be. And I think that it showed me that I need to be a person in my family that grows our faith and that shows each other how to love Jesus, because I have 4 younger brothers and I don't want them to turn out like where they don't have a mission camp or something and then they don't get to have Christ in their lives like I did. So I think that just drove me to be a beacon, and that's definitely helped me with like giving like speeches and stuff to crowds of people and praying for like morning communities. And that just growing in my faith has been such a rock for me, is just that mission camp, and I'm so thankful for that. So that's it.
All right.